You guys continue to make big moves, big news, especially on the Bills side now. Joe Buscaglia just joined the Athletic. To me, that's a big free agent signing, man. To me, that's like, to use an NFL comparison, that's almost like Aaron Donald. Compared to how I think about Joe B as a sports reporter,
he's a
everything
talent.
he does.
He's a talent.
What does he bring to the team? What does he bring?
Well, the broadcast element. Number one, he brings his expertise. And the fact that he's covered the Bills for so long, he is a go-to guy on the Bills beat, maybe more than anybody else in town. That would include me when I was the beat writer. I mean, he's always had more followers on Twitter than I have. I think that compared to any of the other beat writers in town, he produces a content and insight and delivers it in a way that is better than anybody else. And I would have said that before he joined the Athletic. It's just the way people devour his content. And the way that he fearlessly will go, the way he analyzes certain positions and things like that, he does it with what's the word I'm looking for? With conviction. Mm-hmm. You know, there's something I feel uncomfortable. I was just talking to him about this today, or maybe it was yesterday. But when it comes to interior line play, I'm the first to admit I don't know what I'm looking at. And 99 out of 100 sports writers, no matter how much you followed football, like, I don't know. I never played that position, number one. And number two, the coaching of it, the idea of blaming somebody for a sack is reckless, that the sack is on this guy. You don't know what the blocking assignment was. You don't know what the defense did to create confusion. You don't know if there's somebody playing hurt and the center is trying to cover for him or whatever. There's all kinds of ways. And how do you judge it? But he does it. And he does it in a way that's I've heard him have conversations with members of the Bills' offensive line where they will maybe be critical of him, but they never seem to tell him he's wrong or you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Like I think linemen generally aren't used to being criticized because like people like me don't. But this is my long-winded rambling way of saying that Joe goes there and he does a good job of it. And he's studied film, and he started off as a draft guy, and he just goes. He's looking at players, and he has immediate opinions on guys that it takes me a lot longer to come up with an opinion. And I just really trust him. Like when he says something, I don't wonder. Like, I don't know, Joe. I'm gonna have to wait a while until I can really see for myself what I think. And most writers and analysts, that's what I do. I'm like, how much can I swear on this? Can I drop an F-bomb?
You can say whatever you want to say.
This is a common thing that we say among each other as writers, at least Matt, Joe, and me, sarcastically or with whatever. Somebody will make a comment, and inevitably one of us will say, "What the fuck do you know about it?" And so we say, or we'll mutter it under, or somebody will say something off in the distance, and we'll look at it, and I'll go to Matt, and I'll look at him and say, "What the fuck do you know about it?" And but with Joe, you don't. With Joe, he knows about it. He's got a knack for it.
I'll tell you this much, and this is the best compliment I could give Joe and Matt working together right now with the Athletic. I spend my days on Twitter, usually dicking around, on company time. I do my work, don't get me wrong, but I'm always on Twitter, seeing what's going on, making my own tweets. Anyway, during Bills practices, I've always followed Twitter, and there's a million different people tweeting the same play over and over. I've gotten to a point, I don't need to watch Twitter anymore during Bills practice because I know later on I'm going to get camp observations from both of them. They've been both teaming up on the offense, defensive side, flipping and flopping.
I will tell you,
get everything I need. Literally, I honestly get everything I need from practice just by reading that one column.
You're not alone because those things have been doing amazingly well.
Yeah.
And we wondered how it was going to be, the three of it. We carpool almost every day, and we're in the car. We're like, I remember at the beginning of camp, we're like, how are these going to go? Because I don't think they were necessarily, the Athletic has grown just in the last year. Last year, the Athletic was at the Buffalo site was only 2 months old when camp started last year.
Yeah.
And so we're going off last year's numbers, and Matt and I are, hypothesizing, well, what are the numbers going to look like this year? And they're line drives every day. I mean, it is solid contact. The people are eating them up. We're getting new subscribers. Their coverage, I think it speaks for itself.